Hello everyone, welcome to Akiba TCG. Today I'll be doing a deck profile on Sanctuary Guard deck profile, and this deck is one of the fastest deck in the meta right now, and let's get right into it. First off, the starting guard will be running Shining Knight Midas. The skill is GBT04, put this unit into Soul, count +1, search your deck for a grade 2 unit and superior card to a rearguard circle, and shuffle your deck afterwards. So it's quite good, so I play one. And then move on to the main style of the deck. I'll be playing 4 pieces of Sanctuary Guard. The skill is Limit Break 4. For each of the grade 1 or below rearguard Royal Paladin in play, he gains plus 3k. And second effect is when this unit rides on a Vanguard circle, and you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a Royal Paladin card from your hand and discard it. If you do, search your deck for any grade 1 or below Royal Paladin and superior, call it to your rearguard circle, shuffle your deck afterwards. So 4 pieces. And then moving on to the next grade, the backup grade 3 will be 3 pieces of this Sanctuary Guard promo, which is a Sanctuary Guard guarantee. So first off, the GB1, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, and you may pay the cost. If you do, for each grade 1 or below rearguard, he gains plus 3k. And the second effect is count +1 when this unit attacks at the rearguard circle, you pay the cost. And if you do, this unit gains plus 3k, so it's a 13k attacker. So yeah, mainly is that you only want it for the Sanctuary Guard name for the strike. And moving on to the next grade 2 will be 4 pieces of Jewel Knight Sword Knee. This card right now is in the watch list. It might get restricted because it's one of the main reason why Royal Paladins is popping everywhere right now, because it's the consistency it gives and also the rush it gives is real, and the pluses. When this unit appears on the rearguard circle, and you may especially count +1 Jewel Knight, and you don't need a Jewel Knight Vanguard, which is one of the reasons why it's so good right now. And if you do, you may search your deck for one grade 1 on below Jewel Knight unit and superior call it to a rearguard circle, and shuffle that afterwards. So for one Jewel Knight counterblast, you can superior call any grade 1 or below Jewel Knight units to your deck, to your field from your deck. So yeah, 4 pieces. And moving on to the next grade 2 will be 4 pieces of the Knight of Fragment from the trial deck. This card is one of the card that gives the offense to this deck. The skill is count +1 when this unit attacks and is boosted, and you may pay the cost. And if you do, search your deck for one grade 2 except for other than this card, and superior, call it to your rearguard circle, shuffle your decks afterwards. So it gives you an extra attacks and serve as a stand trigger. So 4 pieces. And moving on to the next grade 2 will be 2 pieces of the Starlight Baroness. The Starlight Baroness is mainly here because of let's say give you early generating advantages, and also help you to fix your field. Let's say if your field got disrupted by other clans such like Narukami, Kagero and stuff. And the skill is this unit appears on the Vanguard rearguard circle, and you may pay the cost. If you do, call +1, so +1, and search your deck for up to one grade 2 unit other than this card, and superior, call it to your rearguard circle, shuffle your deck afterwards. So you can use this card to search for Knight of Fragment or Sword Knee. So especially at turn 2, if you ride him and you have 2 counterblast and 1 being Jewel Knight, for 2 counterblast you can write this card and superior call Sword Knee call another Jewel Knight unit, and gives a plus to the field and help rushing your opponent. So yeah, 2 pieces. And next off, I'll be running 2 pieces of the 12k attacker from the trial deck. The main reason why I run this because I focus more on the mid game to late game instead. And the skill is when it unit attacks a Vanguard and this unit gains plus 3k, but however this card is a GB1, so that's the drawback. And you can feel free to replace this with Jewel Knight Tracy, which is the Jewel Knight 12k attacker, but I feel that this card is better somehow, because once it's reached GB1 with the strike, you can solo swing for 21k, even if you don't have, because sometimes you don't have up to 3 Jewel Knight rearguards in play, so 2 pieces. And moving on to grade 1, I'll be running 4 pieces of the Unflipper Perfect Guards, which is a G Perfect Guard. And the skill is, when this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle from hand, and remember it's from hand, yeah, and then choose a card from your hand and discard it. And if you do, your Vanguard that is being attacked is nullified for that battle, and if you have the same card in your drop zone, unflip 1 damage, so it serves as a counter charge option for your deck because it's pretty counterblast heavy. So yeah, 4 pieces. And moving on to the next grade 1, I'll be running 4 pieces of the Strike Folder. I don't play Automao because I don't play in the grade 3 Automals because I feel that I need to focus more on Sanctuary Guard. So yeah, Strike Folder. Because this is a full strike deck, so strike folder is pretty important so that you can make sure that you can keep striding and kill your opponent. So 4 pieces. And then I'll be running 4 pieces of the Cymbeline, which is a Jewel Knight unit. This card is one of the cards why Jewel Knight decks or Royal decks are topping everywhere, because it's the power boost it gives. When this unit appears on the rearguard circle, whether it's Superior Call or from hand, and if you have 3 or more rearguards, if you have 3 or more Jewel Knight unit in play other than him, and you may pay the cost, rest this unit, and if you do choose one other Jewel Knight unit in play and plus 10,000 power, so yeah, it's quite good. So let's say early rush you have 3 Jewel Knights in play and you pop him out, and then give 10k to Sword Me, and Sword Me will be swinging at 19k against a 9k or a 7k Vanguard. So yeah, the rush is quite good. And then the last grade 1 I'll be playing is 2 pieces of the Jewel Knight Shelly. Shelly is 10k attacker for Jewel Knight, but the only drawback is that you need to have 2 pieces of you need to have more than 3 Jewel Knight in play other than her, so only she'll gain plus 3k when attacking the Vanguard. So yeah, moving on to triggers, it's a bit aggressive so yeah, so I'll be running 10 crits, 11 crit, 2 draws, and 3 heal. The main reason why I will be running 3 heal only is because right now when you are playing this deck, most of the time that when you reach mid game, when you are first strike or second strike, the damage of your opponents will more than yours, unless miracle happens or accidents happen. So 3 heal is more than enough, and since this deck is an offensive rush deck and you want to pin down opponent and end the game as fast as possible, so 11 crits is the way to go for me, I feel, because all your rearguard lanes are so powerful, are so big, so if they are not guardable, then they will take extra damage. So yeah. Moving on to the strike deck, the main style of the deck will be 3 pieces of Sanctuary Guard Regardi. This is the one from the Fighter collection. Initially, when this card is released from the Fighter collection, this card is a bit underrated, but now it's so good because of the Sanctuary Guard. And the skill is, when this unit is in play, and if you have a Vanguard, if you have a heart with Sanctuary Guard in the name, and all your front row for this turn gains plus 3k for grade 1 or less grade 1 in play. So yeah, so let's say you have 3 grade 1 and your whole front row gains plus 9k, and you have 4 grade 1 and your whole front row plus 12k, and so even with Shelly, and if you have 4 Jewel Knights in play, so she can solo swing for 22k, which is quite good. And if you have 3 grade 1s or below rear guards and with the 12k attacker, and you can solo swing for 21k because 12k plus 9k, so yeah, it's quite good. 3 pieces is enough because I feel that most of the time people die by the second or third strike if there's no accident happens. And the next strike, I'll be introducing the new edition, which is from the GBT04. The skill is grade 4 auto mount. The skill is when this unit appears on the Vanguard circle, and you may pay the cost you may pay the cost, which is G persona flip this and don't need counter blast, which is pretty good. And if you do, search your deck for grade 2 unit and superior call it to rearguard circle, and that unit gains plus 5k. And for this turn, all your front row blade gains plus 3k. So it helps you to fix or fail. Let's say if you don't have any grade 2 in play and all your front row got retire somehow, so you can use him to generate superior call swap me and swap me call another Jewel Knight unit. Or you can use, or let's say if you don't have any grade 2 in play, you can use this to call Star Violinist card blast 1, so blast 1 you can call another swap me, and for 2 card blasts you can generate 3 field, so which is quite good. So 2 pieces. And moving on to the strike, I'll be running Sand Blow. This is one of the backup finisher. The skill is G persona flip, and if you have for each grade 1 for each rear guard in play, he gains plus 3k. So, and if you have more than 2 G unit face up in your G zone, and this unit gains plus 1 critical. So for full field, and he can gain plus 15k. But do make sure that when you use this card, you need to have 2 Royal Paladin in play to activate it, its effect, yeah. And the last card I'll be playing is the 1 pieces of Gear Blade from the trial deck. And the skill is when this unit attacks hit the Vanguard, you may superior call a grade 2 and above unit to your rearguard circle. It doesn't matter if it's open or occupied. So yeah. So this card is there mainly because if you have a very bad hand and you can't rush your opponent, so your first strike will be hit. Otherwise, most of the time your first strike will be the Sanctuary Guard regardless. So I hope you guys like this deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy it, and do like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you and have a nice day.